All right, here is a thought for some of my religious friends. What if God is not at the center of everything? What if God was not at the center of your life? Could you still live? Would it still be honorable? Would it still be biblical? Would it still be theological safe? Would this start to hit on some difficult things and songs that you've sung and things that you've recited here and there, that God's at the center of everything? I would argue that as we get older and mature, we learn to decenter God. Stick with me. What you think about God, like your idea of who God is, isn't God. In the same way as like the way I think about my wife, we've been married for like nearly 30 years. What I think of my wife is not my wife. My wife is my wife. What I think of you, whoever you are, is not you. It's just what I think about you. In the same way, what I think about God or the divine is not the divine. It's my thoughts about the divine. And time again, if you watch the last video, people have not been able to get their idea of God out of their relationships. And it causes a lot of problems. And look, this kind of thing takes time. To decenter God takes a while. I'm hearing some people perhaps go, how if God's not at the center of everything, what is? I argue, and this I unpack this in the book. There's a whole chapter on it. I argue that nothing is at the center of God. Nothing is at the center of God. Hear me out. If you get this popular picture of the Trinity, or an icon that has been used for many decades and centuries up here, you have the Father, Son, and Spirit who are in a circle or a circle dance or a perichoresis. And if you've ever been in a dance with three people, you're each holding hands. And what is at the middle of that? Nothing. Nothing is at the center of the Trinity. And that is good news. That is good news, because as soon as something is at the center and in between you, you can't see each other. There's no loving gaze if there's something in the center. And so this also may shock you, but you're not at the center. You are not at the center of the Trinity. Like, you are in Christ. All right. You are in Christ in this circle dance. Yes. And you are part of a decentered God. So I think one of the highest forms of living and even spiritual maturity is one where we have even decentered our idea of God and allow God to be God, but live out of trust and belief that we are in Christ, in the Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Spirit. We're in the Son, lovingly gazing upon the others and having them gaze upon us. And that is how and why I think we all need to learn as we get older, slowly but surely, to decenter God so we can become decentric elders and decentered people in this world.